dicked us around if it was working, and then been like, oh, I don't know, like, it's working right now. We can't just send you a new one for no reason. Like, what's the specific problem you're having? Let's try to replicate it. But because Deanna called him while it was still having the problem, then he's like, okay, let me send you a new one. And fortunately, it did start working again, because otherwise I would have been screwed because I needed to work today. But, well, actually, I could have done a 4G hotspot. Or I guess I could have driven into the office, but blah, who wants to do that?
Yeah, you have options, but they're shitty options. The other day, I had I won't go into specific details since you're live, but my work from home system wasn't working. The program I used
to
log in was not working. Yeah. The program I used just wasn't working. It gave a Windows error. It was a Windows problem. The program wasn't working. I called IT, and the guy who was working, of course it was a Saturday, so they don't have everyone there. The guy who was working has no idea how our systems work, because we have like 4 people in our department, so it's not a common thing. And I told him what it was. I said, I updated Windows. There's a problem with this program. It probably just needs to be reinstalled. That was the solution, by the way, just needed to reinstall it. But he didn't know where to go or how to do that because it's a system he's unfamiliar with. And he kept saying things like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a network problem. And I'm like, it's literally giving me a memory error that says this application is not what it's not even connected to the internet. It would give me the same error if I was not connected to the internet, and it shouldn't. So after he dicked around and called some people, ended up saying, okay, well, I called the guy. He's going to look into it. He said it's a network thing. And I said, absolutely not. The other person's logged in. I ended up going in, and then the next day, the guy I went in on Monday. He reinstalled it on my laptop and it fixed it. So I had the option. One of the questions he asked me, he said, because he was just trying to do like put his little ticket thing in, and he said, what's the impact of this? What happens if like we can't fix it? And I said, well, this is my job, so I can't work today if you don't fix it. So it's kind of important. But then I found out apparently all the check printers at every branch were also down at the same time, so he was trying to prioritize, and I was like, yeah, never mind, I'm going in. You're not trying to do both of those things at the same time, because mine's going to get unprioritized, so. But yeah, like, it sucks when you have the option to work from home, but you physically can't because it's shit that's out of your control.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If your thing's up and you're streaming, go ahead.
I am streaming. And I'm not going to talk about too much personal stuff while we're streaming, but I just wanted to let you know. I already told Zach, but they offered me the job, like full time.
Oh, I think I saw something about that.
Mm-hmm.
But awesome, that's congrats.
Yep. So
when I told my wife what you're making now, she totally gave me this look. She started to say something and shut her mouth. And she was totally giving me this look of, why don't you try harder, Zach?
Aww. No.
Maybe you should have applied to it, like you said.
I am so used to that look. Why? Why? They wouldn't hire me if I only demanded $10,000 because I don't do that job. It'd be like Nick suddenly having to show up and doing my job. He'd be really handicapped for a little while.
Yeah, no, I do not do web stuff. I would be in a real hot water. Cool. So, anyway, yeah. So we're already live on the stream with the chatter and stuff. I don't know why. I just felt like clicking go live. So,
okay.
Yeah. Go.
Well,
Jake,
as long
Jake,
as
you're the DM. We're doing the Strahd game. So go ahead.
As long as Erevan is there, then we can go ahead and get started.
Whereven is Erevan?
You know what? Give me about 1 minute. I got to go use the bathroom real fast.
Oh, go ahead. No problem.